Good day, everybody. It's Dr. A back in the garden talking about some of my favorite plants. There are so many favorite plants. Often I'm asked what plant really turns you on, and then I essentially answer the one I'm looking at right now. But there are plants that when my daughters ask me or friends ask me what they should plant, I ask a few questions about sunshade, etc., etc. But I always come back to some of these favorite, really tough but beautiful plants that almost anybody can have in their garden. Today we're going to talk about a plant that I'm not sure you really want in your garden. Its common name makes it obvious for the reasons that you may not want to include it, as pretty a native woodland plant as it might be. This is a plant called Baneberry. And as soon as you hear the term bane, B-A-N-E, it probably means that you don't want to be eating a whole lot of this stuff. In fact, it probably means you don't want to be even sampling a bit of this stuff. Bainberry is actually native to many countries, one of them native to the United States and Canada, and it refers, of course, to the poison properties of the berries of the plant. The plant is known as Actaea. It keeps changing names. We're not going to worry about that. But it is a plant that is best suited to the woodland. It is, in fact, a plant you might see on a woodland walk. It's got lovely small flowers, but beautiful red berries and sometimes white berries and sometimes even blackberries. But that name is applied to the fruit itself, the berries, and in fact it was used on the tips of arrows of some of the natives who wanted to get a little bit more lethality, shall we say, for the prey which they were hunting. It's also known as red cohosh, another name that doesn't mean a whole lot to us today, but it comes from the Algonquin term koshki, meaning rough, and it refers to the gnarled roots of some of the Actaea or some of the baneberries if you were to dig one up. It really is a cool plant. It's beautiful. Our native white-berried plant, for those who wish to know such things, is called Actaea pachypoda, and it's normally referred to as doll's eyes. And the doll's eyes refer to the fact that the white berries have a little black spot in them, kind of look like eyes. Not sure about the doll part, but they are really quite beautiful. I'm not recommending them, obviously, for the home garden because you really don't need to be putting poisonous things in your garden when you have so many other things. However, they are pretty, and if you're doing a woodland walk or something and you wish to have them, believe me, the native fauna, they're not going to be eating these berries any more than you are, unless they happen to be enjoyable in their diet. But they're cold-hardy to about USDA zone 4. They are lovely with white flowers. White berries are native, or red or blackberries, and it's called Bainberry for a reason. So anytime you see the word bane, stay away from it. But this is a beautiful plant, and that's where the name comes from. Next time you see a baneberry growing in the woodlands, you now have a story. Named by the Algonquin people, named for the poisonous properties, and a great woodland plant. This is Dr. A. I'll see you soon with another story from the garden. I hope you have enjoyed today's story as much as I've enjoyed sharing it with you. Thank you for listening. For more information and more stories, go to my website, www.alanarmitage.net. If you go to the bookstore, you will see one of my most popular books, Naked Ladies and Forget-Me-Nots, How Plants Get Their Common Names. And another wonderfully popular book is Legends in the Garden. Who in the world is Nellie Stevens? These and other books on the website I think you will enjoy, and I hope you have a chance to take a look at them. Once again, thank you for listening, and I look forward to sharing another story with you next week.